above, extinguish fear, rise above. Extinguish.
Guys, welcome back to Rise Above. Once again, thanks so much for tuning in to everyone that's subscribed so far. If you haven't subscribed, please hit the button right now, like the video and share it. It helps me out massively, getting new subscribers every day. So big up all my new subscribers, thank you very much indeed. Pizzagate Chronicles 1, Andy went into the Pizzagate emails, the Podesta and Clinton emails, and introduced us to some of the players. He finished off talking about Marina Abramovic, spirit cooking, some of the rituals involving stabbing the hand and feeling the pain, and talking about John Podesta's hand scars. So that's where we left it on episode 1. Since then, a lot has happened. Ghislaine Maxwell has been arrested. We've had the Wayfair thing spilling out from nowhere, implicating Amazon, Etsy, eBay, Alibaba, a whole host of mail shipping companies and child trafficking implications. Pretty big stuff. Right about now, we're going to hit episode 2. Andy is back once again, and he's going to take us around the block.
And these guys there is a picture online of, it's got President Bush, Bill Clinton, Barack Obama, all of them have got a plaster on that area of their left middle finger.
Yeah.
Not all at the same time, but there's some guy, I can't remember who it is, he's put these individual pictures all into one, and you've got the presidents at the time all pictured with the same plaster right at the end of the middle finger.
Yeah.
Which I think, again, is just very strange. Might be nothing, everyone cuts their fingers, you know, there's a lot of paperwork involved. If you're president, I'm sure those paper cuts must be rife. However, you know, from this cut deep into the left, into the middle finger of the left hand,
Symbolism and rituals are very, very important. For normal people, it's kind of hard to wrap your head around. You always think, oh, those are just silly coincidences. Yeah, they could be coincidences, but
all of it put together. Yeah, if it was just one of these isolated incidents, then yeah. But all of it put together,
the hidden hand and like the Luciferianism and the Freemasonry. Of the darker side of Freemasonry, because not all Freemasons are bad, I won't say that. Yeah. But I've studied it for a long time, and part of these people's belief is that they have to at some point tell us what they're doing.
They have to expose themselves.
Yeah. We have to consent to it in some way. So it's like Dracula, yeah? Dracula doesn't bust your door down and attack you. You have to invite. Yeah, you have. Done though, mate. You have to invite Dracula in. You have to say. You have to come and say, "Come and bite me." You have to invite him. It has to be consensual, and that is the belief of the Luciferians. So that's the belief of the hidden hand.
One guy implicated in these emails. He's all over them. His name is James Alefantis. Now, this is the guy I'm going to go into today. I've got so much knowledge on this guy, it is unreal. So, this guy, James Alefantis, he is the owner of Comet Ping Pong.
Yeah.
And that's a pizza restaurant in Washington, D.C. on Connecticut Avenue. So, we've got some information about Comet Ping Pong. We'll just give you a little layout of this pizza restaurant.
I've got it here on Google Maps.
This alleged, I've got the pictures. That I'm just going to get that all up in a minute. So, James Alefantis, he has been represented and rated by GQ magazine, which is a pretty big magazine in the States.
Back in the day,
he's number 49. He's the 49th most influential person in Washington, D.C. So this is a guy who owns a pizza restaurant.
Yeah.
He's got a pizza restaurant, but yet there's a lot of powerful people and influential people in Washington, D.C. How is it that a guy from a pizza restaurant is that influential and that powerful?
Even if they're a chain of pizza restaurants.
Exactly. So there's something strange about that. So on George Soros' tax return...
I think that's Domino's delivering the pizza.
So on George Soros' tax return, this is documented, this is online, this is legitimate, he made an $11,000 donation to Comet Ping Pong. Wow. So why would George Soros, with links to Antifa, organisations, Black Lives Matter, and accused of hijacking peaceful protests and turning them into riots and all that shady shit, why would this guy be donating $11,000 to a pizza place? That's really strange, right? And it's on his tax return. So you can go online and have a look at that. He's not ashamed to let that go because it's public knowledge.
Okay.
So again, that's something strange, I find, that this guy...
Slightly suspect.
Slightly suspect. So James Alefantis, So his ex-partner is a guy called David Brock.
Okay,
So I don't know if anyone's ever heard of David Brock. He's like a high-level player in Washington DC. He's on the art scene.
Yeah.
He's on like the alternative music scene.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. He is a Bitcoin tycoon. He's like heavily involved with Bitcoin. And stuff like that. I mean, this guy's got a lot of money. He's got a lot of influence. There is some discrepancies whether he is a convicted paedophile or not. So this guy David Brock, I've tried to look into this myself, and I'm on the fence. I don't know if this guy is a convicted paedophile or if he's not. I can't find out if he's on the sex offenders register list in the United States. I can't find out if it is true he is a convicted paedophile, but there is plenty of evidence that suggests that he is. Again, we won't go into that too much now. I suggest if you want to look into David Brock, have a look. But it's just very strange that this guy, again, before he was with James Alefantis, before they even met, he was, there was things coming out about him online that he was a convicted paedophile. So that was just a little side note about David Brock. He's a Bitcoin tycoon, highly influential in DC, and he's James Alefantis' ex-partner.
Okay.
So he posted letters.
David Brock did?
No, sorry. James Alefantis received emails from Hillary Clinton thanking him for their events where he would come to her house and cook dinner. He owns his pizza restaurant. I think he maybe cooking pizzas or something around there.
I guess so.
He's just cooking dinner around there. That was a fairly normal email. In one of them, it was just literally her thanking James Alefantis for the cooking event. He came out to her house and cooked dinner. So that is a direct connection between Hillary Clinton and James Alefantis. He's been in her house, her personal home, cooking dinner for her and her friends.
Doesn't she also host Democratic Party events?
She does. She has personally thanked James Alefantis in their campaign. John Podesta, who is highly affiliated with James Alefantis, used the Comet Ping Pong restaurant as a event hub for numerous events. Appearances.
It looks like a dump.
It's really strange. We're going to go into going hard in a minute on the decor of Comet Pizza restaurant, but it is really strange to say the least. So we've got John Podesta, who is connected to Marina Abramovic, who's connected to Bill Gates, who's connected to Lady Gaga, who is implemented with Hillary Clinton. And James Alefantis. All of these guys know each other in some way. They're indirectly connected. Okay, we can establish that. So it was documented that payments were made to James Alefantis from Hillary Clinton's campaign and her run-up against Donald Trump in the 2016 election. There's documents. It's documented that Hillary Clinton's campaign, not the Clinton Foundation, Hillary Clinton's campaign, which John Podesta was in charge of. He was the top man. There was donations made and payments made to James Alefantis.
Right.
I take it that was for these events hosting, appearances, whatever you want to call it. But there's money changing hands from these high political figures that are connected to these strange characters, Marina Abramovic, Lady Gaga, and all of that. So, James Alefantis, there's pictures on his Instagram. His name on Instagram is Jimmy Comet. Okay? So his Instagram used to be public. It's since Pizzagate has come out and all this information has come out, it's been made private. There's no doubt about that, because he would have been inundated with fucking abuse. I'm telling you now, this guy will be absolutely targeted, someone call it. So, it's been massively documented before he made his Instagram private. I'm good, mate, for the moment. All the content on there, they've literally got everything. People have systematically gone through his entire Instagram account and screenshot, taken pictures and documented everything. Names of people that have commented on everything. They've looked at pictures he's put up, locations he's tagged, everything. Literally everything, all the information from this guy's Instagram is there, right? And I'm just going to start off with information that I've found from a group of 6 or 7 researchers, which are just random people with internet connections. And this is my research. This is what I found. My personal opinion.
Digging in a hole in the basement.
Yeah, well, I don't know. There's just a picture in looks like a basement there, or a building. They're digging. It's obviously the ground floor because there's dirt and rubble and shit there.
Yeah.
So they're digging somewhere. I mean, it's Jimmy Comet, so I would assume this is under Comet Ping Pong. There's another dude here who's commenting saying burying a body ? That's a bit of a weird thing to comment. So
It does.
yeah, this is like they're digging something, or like this is excavation work going underground. Going underground. Hey man, this is so they've got there's that anyway.
And the important thing is they've advertised this on their social media.
Yeah, he's putting this up on his Instagram and social media before he changed it to private. So I've just got a screenshot here of the road view on Google Maps of Comet Ping Pong. So Comet Ping Pong is here. That's it. So down the road here, we're going to get into this in a minute, but just remember this name, what I tell you now. This is called Besta Pizza. Here, there's Comet Ping Pong, and you've got 1, 2, 3 doors down, Besta Pizza. This building here is called the Little Fox. Okay, remember that name. We're going to talk about that in a minute. The Little Fox. Yes, a restaurant, whatever. So we got Comet Ping Pong. The Little Red Fox. This one here is called Bucks Fishing and Camping. That is also owned by James Alefantis. It's Bucks Fishing and Camping. It sounds like a camping hardware store or something like that. Yeah, it's not. It's a restaurant. Yeah, so it's called Bucks Fishing and Camping. You can go online. It's check it out. So you got in the same street. You've got Comet Ping Pong, Little Fox, which is not owned by James Alefantis. Then you've got next door to the Little Fox on the other side. You've got Bucks Fishing and Camping, owned by James Alefantis, the same owner of Comet Ping Pong. Next door to Bucks Fishing and Camping, you've got Besta Pizza, right? So these guys are in the same street, right? Just around the corner here, you can't see this building on the end. It's the one next to it, round the corner here. That is called McCullough Construction Company. McCullough. Okay. So that's capital M, small c, capital C, ULLOUGH, McCullough Construction Company. And that is to the left over one of Comet Pizza. Now, I had a little look into the McCullough Construction Company, and they are specialists in various construction techniques. They look to me like a legitimate construction company, and I'm sure they are. But one thing they do specialise in is foundation repairs and excavation repairs. So this company boasts on their website of working up to 30 feet below the foundations. So that is deep below. That's like 3-4 stories deep below the surface of the ground. Yeah, that's like deep. These guys know what they're doing. They know what they're doing, digging tunnels and excavating and stuff like that. And that is just around the corner from Comet Ping Pong. If you go onto Comet Ping Pong's website and look on the review section, there's a review there that says, "This place is amazing. There's something new to look at behind secret panels and hidden walls." This is a legitimate review posted by Comet Ping Pong on their website. So a customer is reviewing Comet Ping Pong, and they've posted some hidden door and behind secret panels and hidden doors. So why would you need? Why would any pizza?
Why would any restaurant have secret panels?
So again, if you go onto the Comet Ping Pong website, they advertise themselves as a family-friendly restaurant, and they actually advertise themselves for kids, families, adults, and everything in between. Right? So James Alefantis, I mentioned earlier, he's a homosexual. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. It's up to him. And he is heavily involved in the art scene in Washington DC.
Yeah.
heavily involved. He is at loads of different art galleries. He's highly known within the art community there. And this guy prides himself on promoting local artists, not only local but artists in general, but particularly promoting local artists in Washington DC. And if you look at the people he's promoting, this is, you know, events he's been to on his Instagram and stuff like that, he is promoting. If you look into them, some of them are really strange.
Bands,
some of them, no, they're artists of any kind. Some of them are bands, some of them are painters, some of them are sculptors. It's just the whole art scene. You know, he's eccentric, he's clicky, he's edgy. He's, you know, I think he's like late 30s, early 40s or so. I'm not entirely sure how old the dude is. He doesn't look that old in his pictures. He's on the edge. He's like, you know, kind of hipster. He's homosexual, modern, like fashionable dude. He's in with the art scene and everything like that.
Modern, liberal, arty,
yeah, and he's
progressive sort of character.
He's a massive leftist. One thing I didn't want to do with this coming on your podcast was turn this into a right-left thing, because realistically, I'm not right or left, right? Up to this moment, until Donald Trump came into power, it didn't matter if you were right or left. You were still going to get the same result.
I was right wing until 2016, and everyone stopped calling me a lefty, calling out wars, and started calling me right wing. I tried to always avoid it, but everyone...
I just want to say, I'm not promoting Donald Trump particularly over anyone else. I'm just saying that before I knew Donald Trump and knew what he was about, I wasn't right or left. I had no political view really whatsoever. I didn't really care.
Yeah.
I left it more up to my dad and people like that to vote. I didn't think voting was really important.
It was a waste of time.
Yeah,
so I avoid it.
Yeah, because I thought it doesn't matter. These people are all controlled by the same.
Something you vote for, the government always gets in.
Exactly. So until Donald Trump came in, that's when I really started taking an interest in politics, because some of the stuff he was doing...
Things started to get really fucking interesting.
Yeah, it just started, you know, I've never done any political research or anything like that.
I've never backed a politician before.
No, nor have I ever. But it's only till I've found out what Donald Trump's actually been doing, which I will add, the mainstream media will not report on. You will not find out the good stuff Donald Trump's been doing unless you look directly. And so one thing I like to do, if you want to see what Donald Trump's doing directly and not go through the middleman of the mainstream media, is just go onto his Twitter. Just follow him on Twitter or Facebook, and he just literally gives you a quick update of what he's doing, so you know straight from first hand what he's doing.
First world leaders who ever do it as well.
Yeah,
cut out the mainstream
just
media.
cut out the middleman. We all know Chinese whispers, the further it goes, you know, let's just cut out the middleman completely, and you can go direct to the source. I know it might not be him personally typing it, but it's someone representing him.
Yeah, I think sometimes
it's him. Yeah, sometimes it's him. Of course, he's got the password to his own Twitter account. Of course he has. So, where are we at with James Alefantis? We've found out on his Instagram he's doing some digging. He's right next door but one to McCullough Construction Company. He is a couple of doors down from Buck's Fishing and Camping. He's next door to Little Fox Restaurant.
Yeah.
And next to Buck's Fishing and Camping, you've got this Besta Pizza. Now, Besta Pizza is owned by a guy called Andrew Klein. Okay, I'm going to get back to Andrew Klein in a minute. Just remember that name. He's the owner of Besta Pizza, subsequently which is now closed down. Okay, Besta Pizza has closed down now. So when
I'm not going to spoil it. Carry on.
At the start of this video, we showed you the paedophile, the official FBI paedophile symbolism and the logos they use to communicate with their preferences in regards to what type of sexual act they like to do to children.
Pad on his arm on the World Youth Day.
That's it. So if you look at James Alefantis and you look on his Instagram, and you've got this guy who owns the pizza place down the road, Andrew Klein. Well, this guy, Andrew Klein, he obviously knows James Alefantis because he's got a pizza restaurant which is 3 doors away.
Yeah.
So these guys know, and he's literally next door but one to his other restaurant, Buck's.
So you're a big Democrat by any chance?
These guys, yeah, he is, yeah, massive.
Oh, what a surprise.
That's fine. They're all lefties. They're all lefties. But again, that's not really the point I'm trying to make here. What I'm trying to make the point of is that this guy, Andrew Klein, probably knows the owner of the other pizza restaurant a few doors up his road. I'm a chef. I know, you sometimes forget to do the ordering properly. If there was a pizza restaurant down the road, I would probably want to be friendly with them in case I needed to pop in quickly, grab some flour. Maybe, I forgot to order enough mozzarella or something. You want to be friendly with a pizza restaurant just up the road. So, Comet Pizza, do you know what that's built over? What's directly below that? So, it is directly below Comet Pizza. This is no shit, you can look this up. This is an old abandoned subway station is below Comet Pizza. It's an abandoned subway system which is massive.
Hey, are you serious?
All over Washington DC.
Oh,
It's huge. Right? So what I'm proposing is that these guys are digging a small little depth to try and reach this subway system, which will open up. Then they won't have to do any more digging. You've got, they're just trying to make a connective tunnel, I would say, from what I can say. Otherwise, I don't know why you'd be digging. And there's people messaging strange things like you're burying a body,
So
and like life,
hashtag
life lessons. It's just very strange. So,
Pizza's good.
it's above the that type of pizza, yeah.
Yeah,
So, Comet Ping Pong's above an old abandoned subway station and subway system. So, I would like to make the note right now that CNN, our favourite news network, right?
Communist News Network.
Communist News Network. They had James Alefantis on their news channel and was interviewed by a reporter, by the correspondent there, and she asked him no probing questions. It was very nice. She was very sympathetic towards him, and it was made out that he was the victim of vicious accusations. Horrible conspiracy involving the most heinous of crimes possible, and that is the sexual abuse of children. He says, from his words, live on TV, Comet Ping Pong did not have a basement. Okay? So, this is very contradictory to their website, because Comet Pizza says, on their website, they say that we can accommodate numerous events for any occasion held downstairs, or you can hire the whole venue.
Where's downstairs?
So, Comet Pizza, if you look on the street map, when you walk into the restaurant, the restaurant is on the same level as the street, so that is ground floor.
Yeah.
So, downstairs, what's downstairs to ground floor?
Oh, it's a basement.
It's a basement. But he said live on the CNN news that Comet expressively commented that Comet Ping Pong restaurant did not have a basement. So that's something strange that their website would say downstairs when their restaurant is on the ground floor. So what's downstairs of the ground floor? It's just very contradictory. Next door to James Alefantis Comet Ping Pong restaurant, we've got the Little Red Fox. So that's next door. So, the Little Red Fox, I did some digging, mate. That's owned by a guy and a woman. They are married, but they got separate second names. She hasn't taken his first name. So this is a guy called Matt Carr, C-A-R-R, and a woman called Anne Alforno. Okay? So they're the owners of the Little Red Fox restaurant, right? And subsequently, 3 doors down, not towards Comet Ping Pong, but the other way from the Little Red Fox is Sugar Fox, and that's like an ice cream parlour. So you've got Little Red Fox, it's a little restaurant, so it's like American cuisine or whatever, and then a few doors down from that you've got Sugar Fox, which is like an ice cream parlour, both owned by Matt Carr and Anne Alforno, husband and wife.
Yeah.
So directly across the street from the Sugar Fox is an organisation's HQ called Beyond Borders. Right?
I've heard of Beyond Borders.
So you got Beyond Borders.
Oh, wait a minute.
Honestly, you can't make this shit.
Okay.
Right, so let's
Isn't that
directly
by
opposite.
Mr. Soros?
He's got affiliations. He's highly implicated. He's not an owner. He's not on the board, but he is an investor, and he's got.
So they take money from Open Society Foundation.
100%, right? This is a non-profit organisation. This is stated.
NGO.
Yeah, I mean, let's just get this up on Wikipedia quick, and then we just.
Yeah, we'll put it up on the screen. So this is Beyond Borders, the NGO, which accepts money from George Soros.
These guys are specialising in US humanitarian aid, right? And they guess where they've been. Mate, go on, guess. Take one guess.
Is it a certain island in the Caribbean?
So
is it Haiti?
They've been to Haiti. They've been doing loads of humanitarian
Remember
work.
what we said about Haiti in episode 1 concerning Laura Silsby and the New Life Children Refuge and how they were trying to smuggle 33 Haitian orphans that weren't orphans, they were their parents, across the border into the Dominican Republic.
Remember that number, 33. So, just as a side note, if you switch James Alefantis' name and translate that to French, that literally
James,
means...
does he? Doesn't it spell it slightly differently? Is it spelled James?
I'm not sure about that. I can't comment on
Yeah,
that.
but go on, in French.
Basically, in French, that is I love.
J'aime,
I love.
L'enfantis.
Look, James Alefantis is infants. Like, I love infants. It's a play on words, right? This is, that again. This is.
But his name is basically I love kids in French.
Right, if that was an isolated incident, then fair enough, right? But again, all of this put together is very strange. Now, going back to Jimmy Comment's Instagram, right? Before he made it private, that this is being documented. We're just going to get this picture up on the screen now of Jimmy Comet, James Alefantis, with a T-shirt on saying, "I love infants. I heart infants." It's no, it's not on there.
Okay,
We're going to get
on.
that up on the screen now.
We'll put it on the screen.
Yeah, it's Jimmy Comet, James Alefantis in a T-shirt that says "I heart la infants." So this guy knows exactly. He knows exactly this play on words, play on his name means "I heart kids." I love kids. Very strange. Anyway, let's move it on. Right. So James Alefantis owns Bucks Fishing and Camping. Right,
Yeah.
and that's a restaurant a couple of doors down from Comet Ping Pong. Right. He's got affiliations with Best of Pizza. That's 4 doors away from Comet Ping Pong, and directly next door to Bucks Camping and Fishing.
Yeah.
So, Bucks Fishing and Camping is now closed. Right. Since all Pizzagate has come around. The same...
16, 17.
Yeah, that's right. And now it's under a new name. It's a restaurant still, but it's a new name. It's called Buckaroos.
Buckaroos.
So it's changed from Bucks Fishing and Camping to Buckaroos.
So what's the important buck connection?
So I don't think there's a buck connection. It might be someone's name, or I'm not really sure. But my guess is that hasn't been sold and changed hands. That's just a change of brand, and it's the same restaurant, just maybe serving different food or something. But Bucks Fishing and Camping and now Buckaroos. Come on, this is the same fucking place, right? So you've got that. So Best of Pizza, the one that is subsequently now closed.
Yeah.
We're just going to get their logo up now.
Let's have a look at the...
We're going to get they basically had, before Pizzagate scandal was made public, their logo was this here. We're going to get this up on the screen now.
Oh, that looks a bit familiar.
After Pizzagate, you see the triangle within the triangle? Yeah, if you go refer back to the FBI. Yeah, there we go. Triangle within triangle. Now, subsequently, since Pizzagate has come out and made public, not reported on by the mainstream.
Yeah.
This Best of Pizza changed their logo. I now know the store's closed, but before that,
They changed the logo.
They changed the logo
Post Pizzagate.
post Pizzagate prior to closing. So they operating for a little bit with a different logo. So here's the new logo of Best of Pizza, although now it's shut. That's what they changed it to.
Right. So they've
this
got
is the same logo, but without the inner triangle. Okay. So it just now looks like a smeared pizza slice with a few dots in it.
I mean, let's be fair to them. If they were innocent and they didn't know they accidentally used the prescribed paedophile code symbol, and then this incident happened, and they thought, oh God, we accidentally did that. We better change our logo.
I'll tell you what, mate.
That we could be fair. That could happen. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, mate. That is perfectly feasible explanation.
Yeah. Of course it is. In isolation.
Apart from one fact.
Go on.
Best of Pizza was owned when it was open and operational with this logo before it was changed by Andrew Klein. So if you look into what Andrew Klein does for a living, he is a prosecutor a human trafficking prosecutor
Oh, no, mate.
for the Department of Justice.
Wow, massive respect to Andy. I will say he's gone into such detail there that I've not seen other researchers do, especially in that block. We've looked at the other establishments, we've gone underground, we've seen the construction company, we've seen the charity there linked to Haiti, and some of the players linked to human trafficking prosecution teams. There's a lot going on here, and I'm telling you, in Pizzagate Chronicles 2, we have just barely skimmed the surface of this rabbit hole. We've got episode 3 being edited, episode 4 and 5 is ready to be recorded, and this is an ongoing thing, it's an evolving story. So make sure you subscribe and tune in. Rise above.